You have been organizing events at Davos for many years. I think this year is the 12th year you're doing it. And so what is going to be the focus for WISeKey event at Davos this year?
So this is actually the 12th year that we organize the Davos event. This year is going to be very much focused on the human at the center of gravity, which is what WISeKey is defending. How can we protect humans from the abuses on the internet? So that's going to be the main focus. We started last year with some approaches to that. This year we are bringing experts from MIT, from many big organizations, Microsoft and others, to continue discussing the positioning of human in the center of gravity on the internet. How can we protect humanity against the abuses of the internet?
Can you please describe to us the meaning of the Tech Accord and explain us what does the Tech Accord stands for?
So the Tech Accord is an initiative launched originally by Microsoft to protect the Geneva Convention. Basically, the idea was how can we create a similar convention from the one that was created in Geneva against our using weapons of mass destruction on the internet. The internet can be used as a weapon, and the idea was how can we, companies that they are members of the Tech Accord, protect our technologies to be used against us. So basically, we are not going to sell technology to governments or individuals, and they will use this technology to attack other people. So the Tech Accord is going to be one very interesting part of our events this year. We are bringing experts from very big companies, Microsoft, VMware, and they're going to be debating about what else can be done and who else should participate in this endeavor to make sure that the internet is protected with our technologies, and our technology are not going to be helped to the bad guys to use our technologies to attack people on the internet.
Okay. This year at Davos, you're bringing again the Transhuman Code. Can you please give us the status report on the project and what's going to be the highlights for 2019?
Sure. So the Transhuman Code, we started last year. As you know, there is a book that is actually going to be distributed in Davos. The concept is the fulcrum, the human as the fulcrum of the Internet of Everything. So how can humans, again, be put at the center of gravity, that whatever we do is to protect humans. This year we're going to be, one extension of that is describing how the Transhuman Code affects sectors. For instance, we're going to cover the health sector, we're going to cover the real estate, the smart city sector. We are covering mobility, how humans will use mobility in the future, what kind of design cities will need to have in order to protect the humans, so humans are well integrated. How can we develop jobs that will replace the fact that humans are losing jobs against artificial intelligence? So it's going to be a very interesting panel. That panel is going to be constituted by something like 12 experts. And then we're going to have the audience asking questions to the experts. So that's the part of the Transhuman Code. The book is going to be distributed in a special edition for Davos, and then the final book will be available in end of Q1 this year for global distribution. The book actually was also launched in China with a Chinese edition, and this year we are bringing 50 Chinese investors to the event, which are investing in artificial intelligence and blockchain. So the event is going to have a mixture between people developing technologies and people investing in technology.
Sounds good. And the last questions for you. The subject of Davos this year is Globalization 4.0. Do you think your project at WISeKey aligns to this objective?
So Globalization 4.0 is a spin-off of the fourth industrial revolution. Means that we have to prepare the global society to the new challenges of technology. And the bad news is that maybe a very big percentage of the society is not yet prepared. So this will have consequences in the way we're going to educate our kids, we're going to find jobs, and the way we're going to be interacting with people. So the entire roundtable is going to be really focused to the same endeavors than the World Economic Forum is focusing this year on Globalization 4.0, and trying to find solutions on how technology can improve and not go against the people process in the globalization. I mean, we also want to give some good news. The world is full of bad news. Bad news is part of the media culture. Media fits bad news because bad news sells more than good news. It's also our animal brain on that says that when you have a risk, the one that runs faster is the one that gets safe. So that reacts people reaction in bad news is always similar to that. I mean, we are still run by our very old brains, you know, that they react to bad news in a very exaggerated way. So we want to give good news. We want to position the role of WISeKey and the World Economic Forum and the Transhuman Code in the right perspective of how to protect humans and how to make humans become what they should be, the center of gravity of all this.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you so much for
having
me.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.